Hello my friends, welcome to another episode of Stephanie's Stamp Pad. Today's card is an adorable happy birthday card and I just love these colors. You open it up and it says I love you and then it says happy birthday. Now flip it cards are honestly very special to me and they're probably my favorite cards in the world. So we're going to create this card together. Now what do you need to create this card? First, you're going to need the Bubbly Framelit Flippets that I designed for Sizzix. It's 659638. You're also going to need the Bubbly Framelits because these coordinate with this set. And this is 659635. Then you're going to need, oh, I love this set, the birds and the trees framelit sets that I designed for Sizzix, 658833. And then we have the Ho Ho collection of paper. And we're going to be using candy and it looks like cloud ink pads. Oh, and of course some seam binding. Let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to die cut our base. So I'm just going to bring over my machine and I already have my die over here. Now the nice thing about the framelit dies are that you can use, I have all these layers for this die set. So here's one, all of my flip-its, stand-ups, all of my die sets that are card bases have the coordinating framelit dies that are layers, which is fantastic because then you don't have to measure, you don't have to do anything special, you just die cut it, which is fantastic. I always tell people the hardest part about my die sets is figuring out what paper to use. So now what we're going to do is we're going to skew this ever so slightly. We're going to stay on our platform, but we're going to skew it ever so slightly so it goes in a little crooked into the machine. The reason why we want to do that is because we don't want any speed bumps. We don't want that roller to jump over the blade. We want it to cut that paper instead. So we're going to run that through. The cracking is normal, don't worry. We're going to get that out. Now the nice thing about these dies is it cuts and scores it for you at the same time. So I have my 4 score lines. I'm going to put that off to the side. Then I'm going to get this paper and I can die cut 2 at one time as long as I do not have any score lines involved. So I'm going to lay both of those down. Now any extra pieces that you have when you are die cutting, put them back in the envelope that they came in. That way you can use them. They're not just lost in your scrap pile. So we're going to run all those through. And then we're going to we're going to adhere them to our card base. So here I have my extra pieces. Now, I have all these extra pieces, so this one and this one are going to go into my envelope for this die set. Now I could just make another card really quick if I wanted to, so that's also an option. So I'm going to add adhesive. Now you'll notice I have navy blue all the way around. How easy is that? I don't have to do any special cutting. I don't have to do any worrying. And the funny thing is I'm actually using a Christmas paper pad for a birthday card. So I'm just using the opposite colors, which is fun. Now how are we going to fold this? We're going to hold it in the air, big bottom, little top. We're going to fold it in half towards us. Take that top flap and fold it up on the die lines, on the score lines the die created for us. There's our flip it card. That's how easy it was. Now we're going to decorate the front and we're going to need some of those extra whoops, where'd they go? Here they are, the framelit die. So we're going to open this up. And we're going to see what sizes we need. The nice thing about framelit dies is you can see exactly where it's cutting, so you know that, ooh, that one layers perfect. But what if, can we do the larger one? Let's see. Oh, let's see. That one actually is going to work. So we're going to do these two. We're going to do it in blue and white. And it looks like I might not have the paper to do the blue, or maybe I do. No, I don't. So the blue's already done for me. Fantastic, lucky me. And I'm going to go ahead and die cut one of the white just so you can see. So there's my blue, there's one of my whites. Let's go ahead and die cut another white right there. Now, what else do we need to die cut? Let's see. Oh, yes, our borders. So let's get some Sizzix adhesive out because as you know, it's my favorite thing in the world. And we're going to layer these right like this because we don't want to waste any adhesive. And we're going to get all 3 of those on there just like that. Now this extra adhesive, don't touch that because it will get all over you. We're going to lay this carrier sheet down and just tear that off. There we go. And I got a little extra sticky there. I'm just gonna peel that over so it doesn't go through my machine. You don't wanna have any sticky pieces up because when it goes through your machine, it'll stick to your cutting pad. Trim that off, and then I am going to die cut this border that comes in the kit, which is really exciting. So we're gonna lay that down. Let's move this over so we can do this faster. Look at this. And we're gonna use a small cutting pad. We're gonna run that through, just like that. And then while we're doing that, we're gonna get out the stamp that we need for the card. So there's one. Now we're gonna leave that there. Gonna grab that green out, give it a little flick. Sometimes you can use your fingernail if you need to. We're gonna drop that blue in there. Now, this is something interesting that I've noticed recently in my classes. I notice a lot of people fumbling a lot when they're die cutting with their magnetic platform or their regular platform. There's no reason for you to ever take it out of your machine unless you're embossing. So you'll notice as I do this, I'm not taking this whole thing out, laying it in front of me. This is what I see when I teach my classes. People lay this down, then let's clean this up real quick. And then what happens is they're just fumbling so much. And I like to not touch things so much. Why are we touching it so much? Because then this is sometimes what they'll do. They'll lay this down, and if this is you, I just want to show you that you can make this easier. Then they lay it on here, then they lay it on here, and then they put their cutting pad down. Just way too much fumbling. Leave those two bottom, the multi-purpose platform or your magnetic platform and your bottom cutting pad in the machine at all times. Never take them out unless you're gonna flip that cutting pad, and it saves you so much time. See how I just slide it over and getting it ready for the next time. So now let's add these because we have that Sizzix adhesive on the back. We're just gonna peel that adhesive off, that back off. See, it's a sticker, I love it. And of course, these are designed to be perfectly layered onto our card. So let's get some space out here. We got a lot going on here. Okay, let's get another one. Oh, where's our green? Here it is. So again, we're gonna peel that up. Got two extras in there, okay. We're gonna lay this down. Whoops. Look how cute this is. They look like little chain links or something. And then we're gonna add the blue. Now we could have even inked these if we wanted to get extra fancy. Okay, and now we're going to add our blue down here. Again, you can see the Christmas paper, but we're not using that part of it. And we're gonna lay that down right there. I love how these layer so fantastically. So now I have two of these, and I'm going to stamp one I love you. So let's get our I love you. Now this is a brand new stamp set. I always use for videos, brand new items. So I'm gonna first stamp on scratch paper. Then I'm gonna stamp on my cardstock. There we go, I love you. Then the other one is gonna say happy birthday. So we're gonna open this up, grab this, grab happy birthday. Again, stamp first on scratch paper, second time right there. And then for kicks, we're also gonna add some little hearts on the inside. So let's grab this little heart. Now I like to use smaller blocks when I have a smaller stamp. Just gives me more control. So we're gonna grab that and add these cute little guys. Probably should have stamped once on scratch paper, but that's okay, it looks okay. Look how cute this is. You could go all day on the little hearts. Isn't that the truth? Okay, so now we have the little hearts. Now we also want to stamp our birdie. And I have some paper. He's gonna be on pink. So we need to find some pink. And he's already stamped here for me. So what I'm gonna do is you always wanna stamp first and then die cut. So I'm gonna grab this and I'm gonna grab the matching die. And we're gonna lay that down. Now, of course, I'm using my magnetic platform. Why am I using my magnetic platform? So that's not gonna move. Now, if you ever have a situation where the die kind of moves a little bit because it's littler, that just means it's snapping to a magnet. So let the die go where it wants to and then move your cardstock under that die and then you'll be good to go. Let the die choose to go where it wants to go and then you'll be good to go. Okay, we're gonna use a little tiny cutting pad because we don't need to spend too much time die cutting that. Awesome. Now we're gonna bring that guy over here. So now we have him cute and cut out perfectly. So now we're going to add our I love you. We're we're going to add that right there. And then let's add our little birdie bird. Oh, you know what? Let's put him up with foam dots. Let's find some foam. Did I have foam dots still here? Did I lose them with my last card? I must have lost them with my last card. Okay, well, I would recommend popping him up a little. So let's add him right here. So cute. And then let's add our ribbon to the edge. I love to add ribbon along these little tiny piece edge. Just adds a little extra. Yeah, not too large there. There we go. And we're gonna, oops, let's use sharper scissors. Trim that right there. Trim that right there. And last but not least, we're gonna add this piece in and we're gonna be good to go. Happy birthday. Look at how fast and easy that flip it card is. And imagine the wow factor that you have on this die cut card. Isn't that fantastic? Now, make sure that you check us out again next Wednesday. Every Wednesday we release a new video and I hope to see you again soon. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.
Cause even though you got it, it's never like you got it on your own. Your street light, standing foolish in the late night, taste the coolest. Cause even though you got it, it's never like you got it on your own.